49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, huge games from all around the Bay Area, and we have the highlights. We'll see Sarah battle De La Salle. Liberty travels to Los Gatos, and McClymonds battle St. Francis.
We have great volleyball action with Berkeley and James Logan, water polo featuring Piedmont and Newark Memorial, and the story of the San Lorenzo football star finding his family on the football field. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Week 2 action begins tonight in Danville, where Monte Vista is coming off a big opening night win last week. Julian McMahon rushing for 174 yards in that game for the Mustangs.
And this week, Monte Vista is hosting Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons featuring football and baseball star Evan Garrison, who had a sack in the Dragons win last week. O'Dowd at Monte Vista on Friday night.
Adrian Sorion here in Danville as Monte Vista takes on Bishop O'Dowd. The Mustangs on the board first. Braden Turner rolls out and connects with Torrin Dunphy, who makes the catch, sheds a couple tackles, then scampers into the end zone. PAT good, and it's 7-0 MV. Monte Vista looking for more to end the first, but Anthony Hassel gets home for the big-time sack. Still 7-0 Mustangs after one. MV knocking on the door again in the second. Give it to Julian McMahon, and the senior runs it all the way inside the 5-yard line. Then on the very next play, McMahon dives in for the touchdown. PAT no good, and it's 13-0 Monte Vista. Bishop O'Dowd answers back. Devin Wilson fires and hits Deji Ajosi. Deji sheds a tackle, stays in bounds, and he is gone 30 yards to the house as the Dragons cut the deficit to just 6. O'Dowd on the attack again later in the quarter. Wilson airs it out to Ajosi, and the Washington-bound senior holds it in for his second TD of the quarter. The point after is good as the Dragons jump ahead 14-13 at halftime. More Dragons in the second half. Wilson fakes the handoff, rolls out and heaves it down the field for Ian Garrick, who dives and makes a spectacular catch to move the chains. O'Dowd would later get a field goal and it's 17-13 Dragons, but the Mustangs come right back. It's my man Julian McMahon getting the rock. Julian gets a block from Carson Brown, and Julian is off to the races all the way inside Dragons territory for a big gain. Then a few plays later, McMahon turns on the Jets again, all the way into the end zone for Julian's second rushing touchdown of the night. PAT good, and Monte Vista jumps back ahead 20-17 after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Oliver Leonard powers in for the touchdown as the Dragons retake the lead 24-20. O'Dowd looking to ice the game late, and Saliuso fights his way for the first down as the Dragons pull off the win in Danville to go to 2-0 in the season. 24-20 was the final.
Tyler Flipson checking in at midfield. The Royal Dons visiting the Washington Huskies. One team will walk away remaining perfect. The Dons strike first. Get used to this name tonight. Owen Thomason flipping into the end zone to take the early 7-0 lead. The Huskies answer on their next possession. Eshawn Johnson flashes the dive and decides to take it himself. It is purely faster than the rest of the Dons defense, racing in for the 30-yard scamper. PAT is no good. It's 7-6 Dons. After a Huskies field goal leading 9-7, the Dons answer. Jonah Shelton pumps the hitch and go, unloading and connects with Robert McGehee for a massive pickup. That then leads to Shelton feeding it to Thomason right down the middle untouched. The Dons take the lead back 13-9 at the half. One Don score later. Halfway through the third, Huskies Cameron Reed flashing the speed all the way up the far boundary to go the distance, 50-yard touchdown. Washington trails by just one score, but the Dons answer on the next possession. Who else other than Thomason right up the gut to extend their Royal lead 25-15. But there's no quit in these Huskies. Johnson boots to his right and bombs it deep to Anakin Schneider, coming down with it in traffic just short of the goal line. On the very next play, that allows Johnson to waltz his way into the end zone with ease. Washington trails 25-22. Into the fourth now. Shelton hands it to Thomason, and the senior juking past defenders with tacklers all over him simply won't take no for an answer and reaches across the goal line. What an effort. It's 31-22 Arroyo. The Huskies staying in it though. Johnson rides the play action, then finds Michael Moreno up the seam, cuts past one Don defender and finds the end zone. cutting the deficit to just 2 points. But it won't be enough as long as the Dons' Thomason has the rock in his hands down the middle for his 6th tutty of the night. Yeah, you heard that right. 6 touchdowns from the senior Thomason, taking down the Huskies in a shootout, improving to 2-0 on this season.
Our top-ranked team, Mitty, visits number 8 ranked Menlo Atherton on Tuesday night. A close first set has us tied at 22 before Jocelyn Chang bumps Ava Chanzari, who sets Sienna Morales, who gives it a beautiful touch. MA takes the lead. Set point, Kiela King sets Sarah Littlefield, whose kill attempt is saved, but no worries, Morales is there to crush the overpass. MA takes a set, 25-23. Mitty leads in the second. That lead is expanded when Caitlin Santos meets the Bears at the net for the block, and a big smile follows. 20-14 Monarchs. Set point, Chase Courtney's kill attempt is blocked, but no worries. Lena Nguyen bumps to Marie Nicole McAlintal, who sets to Courtney, who finishes the job this time. We are tied at 1 set each. That may serve goes to Nguyen, who places it perfectly for Casey Kaoli, who finds open space. 13-7 Mitty. Here's a big block from Santos. Mitty goes on to win the set 25-16 and takes a 2-1 lead. McAlintal bumps to Kaoli, who sets Nguyen. Lena goes way high and secures the kill, all tied at 19. McAlintal to Kaoli. Kaoli to Elliot Day Palmer. Bam! Mitty takes the lead, and later the set, 25-21. The Monarchs hop on the bus back to San Jose, remaining undefeated on the season.
Valley Christian and Willow Glen facing off in the pool Thursday. Opening minutes of play. Evangeline D'Souza passes up ahead to Taylor Cleveland. Cleveland picks it up and fires in the game's first goal. VC would tie it on a penalty shot and looking to take the lead here. D'Souza with a great block there, but Isabella Denena gets the rebound, finds open goal, 2-1 Warriors. Rams goalie Gemma Wenzel with a long pass that leads Ruby Natividad to the rack. Ruby floats it over the keeper and in. Willow Glen back with the lead, but VC would go on to score 4 unanswered. Charlie Walters to Grace Heron in the crease. Grace catches and fires. 6-4 Valley Christian at the break. Third quarter, Sophia Piper to Heron. Grace's backhand goes top shelf. What a goal from the senior as Valley Christian runs away with this one. VC's keeper with some clutch saves late. That is Isabella DeSoto with a quick left hand. Valley Christian takes home the 12-6 win. Heron leading them all with 6 goals. Each week, the Rikers Center will present the Gary Rikers Players of the Week Award.
The announcement coming at you right now in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikers Center. Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. Here are the Players of the Week.
Yeah, Rikers Center, 49ers, Cal High. Your Gary Rikers Players of the Week.
Let's get it cracking with a quarterback, Jason Knight. The way he's slinging it, he must grip the laces tight. Like a red eye, his throws are on the latest flight. Through the Friday night lights, man, his game is tight. And to come from behind win, he made the clutch plays. For the Foothill Falcons, he deserves much praise. 3 touchdowns out of 11 completions to beat Heritage 2019 the week. She's a star in these circles, a pinnacle with flag football talent is plentiful. Ellie Knoll, a standout defensive back and wide receiver. She's sick, thinks she's running the highest fever. On the offensive side, she bringing salvation. You want yards? She had 101 like Dalmatians. Took it to the house, got in the end zone twice. And a 28-point win for the Menlo Knights.
That's your Gary Rikers Players of the Week. Bennett Raw, 49ers, Cal High Sports Report. Rikers Center, yeah.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence. This year, Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here's Tiger Rank from Foothill High School.
This season, I really want to become a stronger athlete. I want to get in the weight room more. I want to help my team out, be a great teammate. And the way I'm going to achieve that, always pick my teammates up, even when they're down. Pick every guy up on the field, get stronger in the weight room.
Brought to you by Valley Christian High School. This week, Valley Christian High School is kicking off Impact Week. The Impact Mission Trip program creates a Christ-centered experience, encouraging students to become servant learners, discovering their gifts, and build an authentic community. Each year, students and faculty serve in places like Seattle, the Philippines, Chile, and more, learning the power of selfless service. Become a warrior today at apply.vcs.net. U.S. Bank brings us the Football Coach of the Week award each week. This week's award goes to Hollister High School football head coach Brian Smith. The Hollister Hay Balers picking up their first win of the season with a 27-21 comeback win over Branham. The Hay Balers scoring 27 unanswered points to overcome a 21-0 deficit. Coach Smith will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation for his accomplishments. Congratulations to Coach Smith, this week's U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Coming up, the big game in Concord as De La Salle hosts Sarah in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And Santa Teresa battles Milpitas as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Whew, I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
I will always remain true. If you suck in the mouth, you can't handle that. And if I did today, you've been talking about it. Broken tackle by Debo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Secure your seats at 49ers.com/tickets.
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. And by the California Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you.
Two of Northern California's very best teams meeting in Concord this week. De La Salle coming off an impressive win in Week 1 over Grant.
Sarah with a thrilling one-point win over Folsom. Our Jake Vanderbrook has the highlights in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
It doesn't get any better than this. Two of the top teams in Northern California battling it out here in Concord as Sarah takes on De La Salle. Sarah head coach Patrick Walsh will look to get his third consecutive win against his alma mater. We know both teams love to run the ball. For Sarah, be on the lookout for Nano Latu. The senior back tallied up 164 yards with a touchdown in a win over Folsom. And for De La Salle, it's the Three Musketeers, the trio of Dominic Kelly, Derek Blanche, and Deuce Jones-Drew, who's the son of former NFL star Maurice Jones-Drew, will look to establish the ground attack for the Spartans. It's Sarah and De La Salle in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
The Padres look to hit the ground running, give it to Chris Yoon, and Chris continues to drive with his legs and move the chains. And it leads to this field goal by Brody Smith, 3-0 Sarah. De La Salle would answer late in the first as Toa Fa'ave goes with the QB sneak and plows his way in for 6. PAT good, 7-3 Spartans after 1. Padres look to answer. Plays like this help. Here's a hard physical run by Nano Latu, 84 yards on the night for the senior. A few plays later, the Padres cough up the rock. Nico Baumgartner recovers the loose ball, and the Spartans are in business. Just before the half, Toa Fa'ave rolls to his left, stops, airs it out, and connects with Jaden Nicholas for a 46-yard touchdown. 14-3 Spartans at the half, and the De La Salle student section is loving it. More Spartans in the second half. Dominic Kelly barrels his way in for 6. His first game back from an ankle injury. 23 Spartans. And they just keep giving it to Kelly. The senior cannot be stopped. Kelly's second touchdown in the ballgame, 26-3 De La Salle. Sarah responds late in the third. Isaiah Singleton gets the carry, gets a few blocks, and Singleton reaches over the goal line for a Padres touchdown, 26-10 Spartans. And from there, De La Salle would pull away. Give it to the NCS 100 and 200 meter champion. You can kiss Jaden Jefferson goodbye. 33-10 De La Salle. And to top it off, give it to Derek Blanche, and the Portland State commit is loose. 62 yards to the crib. De La Salle rolls past Sarah, winning 39-10. Here's Dominic Kelly talking about the team victory after the game.
Lost to these guys 0-2. They're a great team, well-coached team, physical team. But last year we couldn't go 0-3 against them, so we just had to come out, be physical, work hard, know we're the better team, more disciplined. We have playmakers all over the field. We're all electric. We can all make plays. The expectation is high. We want to go undefeated and win a state championship.
In Concord with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Off to Milpitas now as the Trojans get set to take on Santa Teresa Thursday night. It was scoreless until the second when Jalen Malcolm gets the handoff, runs to the far sideline, and fights his way into the end zone. 7-0 Saints. Milpitas trying to answer back, but Jacob Wright is right there for the big-time sack. Santa Teresa would get 2 safeties to make it 11-0. Then it's Jalen Malcolm getting the rock again, and Jalen muscles his way into the end zone for the second time as the Santa Teresa Saints take an 18-0 lead at the half. The Trojans battle back in the second half, give it to Jacob Souza, and the senior powers his way just shy of the goal line. Milpitas scores on the next play, and it's 18-7 Saints after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Brenton Gotches takes it himself and turns on the Jets! 68 yards to the house as Santa Teresa extends its lead 25-7. The Trojans looking to rally late, but the pass is picked off by Isaiah Rivera as Santa Teresa wins it 25-7 to go to 2-0 in the season. Jalen Malcolm with 2 rushing touchdowns for the Santa Teresa Saints.
Wednesday night in Menlo, where the Knights of the Menlo School host the University Red Devils. First set, Lily Kautai with a great serve. Gabby Guyon a nice bump, setting up Danny Lee and Pilar Kelly. 14-9 Devils in set 1. Watch this defense coming from the freshman, Demisha Walls, sending that shot back the other way. Uni takes set 1 by 9. Menlo with an early lead in set 2. Ava Wang, Kautai, Bryn, Dumkowski, bump, set, kill, 9-6 Knights. University playing from behind. Elise McLeod passes to Lee, who sets up the high-flying Pilar Kelly. But Menlo gets the best of University in set 2, tying the match at a set apiece. Set 3, great dig from Wang, a UPenn commit. And then another from Dumkowski. Kautai sets Alex Flair, and the freshman puts the point away. Knights down 17-16 in set 3. Julia Kim dives, keeping the ball in play, and it lands in no man's land. Great play from the junior. Then it's Lily Hinshaw saying, "Not in my house." Knights take the lead in the match. 26-25 Menlo in set 4. Guyon the bump, lead to Lillian Bongiorno. University trying to take the match to a 5th set. Next point, Lily Kautai, the set. Just kidding, she dumps it over the net, and Menlo would take the next point, winning the battle against University in 4. Service Champions is back again this year with the Student Spotlight. Service Champions honoring student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Kaya Ferreira from the Salesian volleyball team. Kaya is a member of ASB where she puts together fun activities on campus like homecoming, prom, and mass. Kaya is also a member of Art Club and the school Student Ambassador Club. Kaya Ferreira, this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Tommy Freeze from Pioneer. With the opponents trying to tie the score late, Freeze comes racing in from nowhere, knocking the ball free. The Mustangs recover and get the win. Tommy Freeze with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we honor the Willow Glen field hockey team. The Rams great on the field and in the classroom with a 3.8 GPA.
This season, all of our highlights are available for early viewing before the show airs through our YouTube membership. You get early access to all highlights, Player of the Week voting, and instant access to our new podcast, Covered Cal High, where Jake, Adrian, and Tyler dive deep into upcoming matchups and the biggest moments from last week. The membership also makes all of the video from games immediately available, so you won't want to miss out. Coming up, it's Piedmont Hills traveling to Gilroy to meet Christopher.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank volleyball poll.
He's got nothing but the field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Celebration! Touchdown! Celebration!
From the beginning, AmeriWest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
AmeriWest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, AmeriWest works for me.
AmeriWest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
AmeriWest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
We are Monta Vista Cheer and Paw, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Piedmont Hills looking strong with a Week 1 win last week, with Elijah Torres running for 162 yards in that victory.
The Pirates heading down to Gilroy this week to take on Christopher. The Cougars with a tight game last week. Senior quarterback Jackson Robinson throwing for 274 yards in that one. The Pirates at Christopher on Thursday night. A big crowd to see Jackson Robinson and his Christopher Cougars battle Piedmont Hills. Tight one throughout the first half. Big play here for the Pirates as Toby Torres fires deep to the end zone, and coming down with it is Alonzo Johnson. A 38-yard touchdown play, and Piedmont Hills has a 7-0 lead. The Cougars driving down the field, but a big play on D here for the Pirates. Alex Tran stepping in front. That's an interception. We stay 7-0 Pirates. Second quarter now, and the Cougars are driving again. Ryan Waller takes the handoff and bangs his way in from 9 yards out, and we're tied at 7-all at the half. Third quarter, and the Cougars get rolling. Robinson on the slant to Evan Vernon for 27 yards there. Moments later, Robinson with the pump fake, and look who's wide open. That's Vernon again, and Evan is gone. 57 yards, and the Cougars have a 14-0 lead. Early fourth, and this time Robinson's going to stay on the ground. He's keeping it going for the end zone, and whoop, hurdles the defender, and he is in, and it's a 21-0 Christopher lead. Later in the fourth, here's Josiah Garcia, and Josiah is off to the races. He's going to get tackled, but not before gaining 71 yards. Garcia punches it in a short time later. It's 28-0. And one more for the Cougs late. It's Ben Quiroz strolling into the end zone, and Christopher picks up its first win of the season. 35-7 is the final. A big night for Jackson Robinson with 274 yards passing.
Tyler Flipson checking in with the Las Lomas Knights, hosting the St. Patrick St. Vincent Bruins Wednesday night. The Knights come out dominant in the first. A name you'll hear a lot, Gigi Navarro stuffs that one. Knights lead 12-7. But the Bruins rally back. Sierra Ray meets a gang of Knights at the net and swipes it over. That'll put a smile on your face. SPSV takes the lead 14-13. But Las Lomas takes the lead right back late in the first. Stella Meyer sits to Navarro. Navarro with authority. The Knights take the first set. Into the second set now, and the Bruins lead early. Dior Duru knocks this one down past the Knights. SPSV leads 10-5, but Las Lomas claws back. Ali Velasquez with a dig over to Sophia Woods, and Woods for the kill. The Knights trail by just 3. Las Lomas takes the lead back though. It's set point, and Navarro denies this one to claim the second set, 25-20. On to set 3, the Bruins staying alive. Sierra Ray smashes this one for the kill. Bruins take the third, 25-23. We're going to a fourth. And the fourth was an absolute shootout. Las Lomas Meyer sets to Amara Enamuo, and she obliterates it. The Knights lead 17-15. Match point, the Knights leading by just one, and Woods puts the nail in the coffin. Las Lomas takes down SPSV in a thriller 3-1, claiming their first win of the season.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of the San Lorenzo football star with his family struggles.
Robert Aubrey, when times get tough, it can emotionally steer you in the wrong direction. However, Makai Higgins has shown resilience and perseverance over the years. This hardworking athlete has turned every challenge into a stepping stone.
Down. There you go.
It's just like any other afternoon practice at San Lorenzo High School. For Makai Higgins, this talented junior just loves to get after it on the football field.
The one thing I love about football is the adrenaline rush. Like it's so fun. Like as soon as you hit pads with somebody, it's a different experience.
Go.
The gridiron is Makai's safe space where he can focus and thrive. But growing up, Makai faced many hardships, all starting at just 3 years old when Makai witnessed his great-grandmother pass away from a brain aneurysm.
One day, we was both in the kitchen, and then out of nowhere, she fell backward, just came tumbling to the ground. And then I was only 3, I didn't know what was going on, so I just thought she was asleep. So I put a pillow under her head, and I kept calling her name.
After work, I went to go check on Makai, and it just happened so. I asked him, he came to the door, I said, "Where's Mimi?" Because we called her Mimi. And he said, "Mimi's on the floor sleeping." And he had opened up the door, and when he opened up the door, my grandmother was on the ground. She meant everything to me. When I lost her, I felt like the whole world was falling down.
Makai faced even bigger obstacles growing up, witnessing multiple family members going to jail, including his father, Ronald Higgins.
Makai is such a strong guy. His father was incarcerated for murder. Makai just really took it as an example and told me, "Hey Mom, I want to do something with my life. I want to be different." And so that's exactly what he's been doing ever since.
I never really had a male role model, so I didn't know how I was really supposed to be, because I never had somebody to show me how I was supposed to act as a young man.
But those incidents taught this tremendous athlete right from wrong, shaping this young man to focus on school and sports.
There you go.
Well, I see the mistakes they've made, and that makes me not want to ever make those mistakes, because I see where they ended up at.
As Makai's junior season is underway, he's setting a great example on what a student athlete should be. Makai is excelling on the gridiron while maintaining a 4.0 GPA in the classroom.
I love him. He plays every single rep at 100%. He's definitely one of the taller tight ends out there, so he can jump up, catch every ball, and I just love him as my target.
Well, one goal I have is to go to college. My mom wants me to finish college. My grandparents want me to finish college. That's really my main goal if football doesn't work out.
To this day, Makai's family remains by his side every step of the way, offering unwavering support, love, and guidance as he navigates through life's challenges and triumphs, especially his mother, Cherie.
Makai means to me the world. He's my heart. I would give the world to my son, even if that means me working double shifts, triple shifts. I want him to be the best at what he can be.
Makai Higgins proves to be a stellar athlete on both sides of the field, a leader who continues to lead by example for his family and teammates.
Family on me! Family on 3! 1, 2, 3! Family!
Makai is doing really well. He's always spending time with his family, doing well in school with that 4.0 GPA. And, you know, in the future, he wants to look into studying psychology.
Outstanding.
And they had an opening week win.
Yes.
Yes.
Great start.
Marist Credit Union is back again with us this season with the Marist Merit Award. This honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here's Eric Ferrara from San Lorenzo High School talking about his favorite teacher, Jasmine Magat.
My favorite teacher is Miss Magat because I loved how she taught me, and she was just a nice person overall.
Coming up to San Jose we go for Homestead and Silver Creek.
And flag football featuring the girls from Liberty battling San Ramon Valley. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup.
And for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things. Things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
Applebee's is serving up the NFL. And to celebrate, we're serving up America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each. We're trying out some other stuff, too.
What's the order?
50-cent boneless wings?
50-cent boneless wings on 2. Ready? Right.
Hey, Brock.
50-cent boneless wings only at Applebee's.
Enjoy.
We head to Silver Creek High School now, where the Raiders use the running game of Jayshawn Amataga to pick up an opening night win.
Yeah, and Homestead also had an opening night win, putting up 42 points. Senior quarterback Nick Zaror with a big game for the Mustangs. Two teams trying to stay undefeated in the game played on Thursday night.
Homestead taking the trip to Silver Creek for a Thursday night matchup. Giovanni Mejia under center for Silver Creek, drops back and fires to Austin Price, and the Price is right. Austin makes a catch in the first down. Point those 6 over Austin, then hand it off to Jansen Amataga, who powers his way in. It's 7-0 Silver Creek Raiders. Silver Creek gets the ball back. Mejia over the middle to leaping Noah Wooden, who makes the grab with the defender all over him. To end the first, it's 9-0 Silver Creek. On the other end, Mejia looks to fire again and places it only where Austin can haul it in, and Price makes the play, touchdown Silver Creek to make it 16-0. Later in the half, more Mejia, he draws back and there's a wide open Price. Austin jogs it in for his second touchdown of the night. 23-0 Silver Creek. Later in the quarter, same setup for the Raiders. Giovanni drops back, scans, and delivers a dot to who else but Austin, and the Price check scans for 1, 2, 3 touchdowns in this one. 29-0 Raiders to end the half. Late in the game, Homestead gets 2 rushing touchdowns, courtesy of Andrew Fakete and Carson Chang in the final seconds, but it's too little too late. Mejia and Price, with help from the outstanding Silver Creek defense, get the job done and take the dub.
Over the flag football now as San Ramon Valley gets set to battle Liberty out in Danville, and those Wolves are howling. Gia Ryan slings it over to Ella Gunderson, and Ella's avoiding the flagpoles. She splits through the Lions secondary, and the sophomores got reservations for 6. Tack on the point after, 7-0 Wolves. More SRV this time. Ryan draws a little pump fake, takes a shot to the end zone, and finds a wide open Lauren Clark for another Wolves touchdown. It's now 13-zip SRV. And this freshman quarterback can put on a show. Here she uncorks this ball to the end zone, and once again, Ryan finds Gunderson for her 3rd touchdown pass of the half. It's 20-0 Wolves. Liberty responds just before the half as Cheyenne Smith airs it out, and Kaya Bautista makes a wonderful catch. Waiting for the signal from the official? Yes! Touchdown. It's 26 Wolves at the half. And the score would stay that way in the second half. The Wolves were lights out defensively, which includes this INT by Michaela Chinaki. San Ramon Valley wins its home opener, beating Liberty 20-6.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's volunteer is Rhett Thompson of San Ramon Valley. The star quarterback volunteers for Community Presbyterian Church every Sunday as the head student lead for the Access Group. Access helps kids with special needs better understand religion. The senior shares why volunteering is so important to him.
I think it's very important to give back to the community in whichever way, shape, or form you can, and it's very special for me, especially because I have family members who are special needs as well.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week we honor Divya Bhupathi from the Harker School. Divya is a big part of Harker's great volleyball program. She is also great in the classroom with a 4.28 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, the Upper School's Harker Dance Company and Kinetic Crew were awarded a superior rating from the United Spirit Association at a special dance camp held earlier this month. 10 students were also individually recognized with the All-American Award. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, a terrific matchup with St. Francis hosting McClellan.
And Piedmont jumps into the pool to meet Newark Memorial. But first, here's this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with dyslexia easier, like adjusting the font and spacing of the text to help keep track of lines when reading, incorporating multisensory learning using visual, auditory, and tactile techniques to reinforce learning, breaking instructions into small steps to ensure understanding before moving on. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
A big game in Mountain View with two very talented teams. The McClymonds Warriors lost a very tight opening week game. Mac is full of talent. The Warriors looking to bounce back this week.
St. Francis picked up a Game 1 win down in San Diego last week. Kingston Kiana Naya running for 118 yards. The Lancers and Warriors at St. Francis Friday night.
The Rage Cage out in full force as St. Francis hosts McClymonds. McClymonds driving early, but stepping in front of this pass with a nice diving interception is Quentin Robinson. Great play by Q. The Lancers driving now as senior quarterback Aaron Knapp fakes the handoff, tosses it to the fullback Ina Sunia for a big first down. Later same drive handed to Kingston Kiana Naya, who breaks through the line, then cuts it outside 19 yards, and this guy was just getting started. 7-0 Lancers. Second quarter now, the Lancers in the red zone as Knapp throws to the front of the end zone, and there to haul it in is Perryon Williams, 16 yards and a 13-0 lead. More Lancers in the second, and again it's the King, Kiana Ina, dancing through the defense down to the 21-yard line. The Lancers get backed up a bit, but no matter. Knapp again finding Williams in stride. It's a big 40-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Then Knapp tosses to the back corner of the end zone for Grant Regelis. He is eating. 20-0, the Lancers lead at that point. Back comes Mack. Burrell Staples hit as he throws, and it's a strike to Rajon Duncan, who makes the catch. 39 yards, and the Warriors get the 2-point conversion. It's 20-8. Third quarter, and the Lancers are driving again. Kiana Ina coming right at us, part of another scoring drive for St. Francis. The drive finished by Kiana Ina. You're getting the idea. King with a huge game for the Lancers, a 24-yard TD, and it's 27-8 Lancers. Fourth quarter handed to Sharkey Tamale, and Sharkey takes it 17 yards to make it a 27-14 game. But Kingston Kiana Ina, behind a terrific offensive line, busting through, spinning free, and diving in. 36 carries, 357 yards, and 3 touchdowns as the Lancers roll. 33-14 was the final.
Adrian Soriano here in Newark as Piedmont takes on Newark Memorial. The Cougars were on fire early. Leslie Kim fires it past the keeper. 1-0 Newark Memorial. Then it's Daniel Macias shooting it from a long way out. 5-0 Cougars after 1. Piedmont looking to rally back in the second. Charlie Wright with a pass to Henry Stein as the Highlanders pull to within 4. But the Cougars respond on the other end. Noah Karen passing it inside to Kanoa Sereno. And Kanoa fires it home. 8-3 Newark Memorial Cougars at the half. Second half now, and Leslie Kim fights off his defender, then gets one of his 3 goals on the game. Now it's Kim dishing it over to Miguel Medrano, who converts the one-timer, and it's 11-3 Cougars after 3. Piedmont rallies back in the fourth. Ellis Crickhouse over to Rylan Patty, and the freshman lobs it over the keeper, but Newark Memorial hangs on in the end. Eric DiMaano finds Noah Karen, and Noah scores one of his 3 goals in the game as the Cougars win it 13-11. Big games from Medrano, Kim, and Karen.
Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Aragon coach and athletic director Steve Sell. Steve stepped down from coaching this season after 24 years as head coach at Aragon with 156 wins. Steve does so much for Aragon and the entire Central Coast section. Steve is still athletic director at Aragon and is this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play we thought brings the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to Braden Rosa from Wilcox. Look at Braden laying the leather on the ball carrier. Oh my, Braden Rosa doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, it's the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Liberty and Los Gatos.
And volleyball with Berkeley and James Logan right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
There you go, drain it, drain it. Start.
Talk to your local recruiter or visit nationalguard.com.
A cross-sectional game played in Los Gatos this week, featuring the hometown Wildcats taking on Liberty from the NCS.
Both teams picked up opening night wins last week, and we're looking to keep it going in the game played Friday night. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, and that means both teams get free Chick-fil-A sandwiches after the game. Aubrey was there.
This could be one of the best cross-sectional matchups we have this season. It's Liberty and Los Gatos playing for the 4th straight season. The Wildcats winning all of their meetings with the Lions so far, including last year's narrow 1-point win. Starting under center for the Cats will be senior Scotty Brennan. Brennan threw for over 150 yards in the season opener last week. The Cats losing a bulk of last year's offense. However, Liberty returns 2 of its biggest offensive threats. Quarterback Sage Robertson tallied up over 1,500 yards in the air last year, while junior Jackson Bell had over 1,500 yards on the ground. I am really looking forward to this Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. It's Liberty and Los Gatos. Starting things off in the Wildcats' opening drive, Scotty Brennan passes in the flat to Bo Muser, and big-time Bo sheds 2 tackles, battling for a big gain. The drive ends in a Gatos touchdown. Grayson Dolslack sweeps around the outside and dives into the end zone. Los Gatos would lead it 10-0 after 1. Second quarter, let me introduce to you Colin Schweitzer. He's in at quarterback. He runs a bit before passing up ahead to Max Thomas. That's a big man. Max breaks free from the Lions' grasp and goes 37 yards to the house. Gatos takes the 17-0 lead. Liberty trying to fight its way back. Sage Robertson launches a missile to Chris Joe. What a throw, what a catch. 42 yards the Lions pick up on that connection. Then Robertson and Joe finish what they started with a 7-yard touchdown run. The Lions are on the board 17-7. But Los Gatos does not take its foot off the gas. Dolslack gets the handoff, goes up the gut, breaks a tackle. See ya! A 60-yard house call for Grayson Dolsack. His second touchdown of the game. The Cats' lead is now 17. Liberty looking to cut into that lead before the break. Robertson looking around. You know who he's looking for. A whopping 50-yard pass to Chris Joe, who hauls it in. It's 24-14 Gatos with less than a minute to go in the half. Plenty of time for the Cats to punch it in one more time. That is Braden Smith. The Wildcats lead is 31-14 at the break. Robertson with 190 passing yards in the first half. He gets his 3rd touchdown of the night after Jameson Wolf hauls in this 6-yard pass. But the Los Gatos offense firing on all cylinders. Schweitzer hands it off to Braden Smith. Gives Smith 6 more. Let's finish off these highlights with some defense. Alexander Pizak gets to the quarterback, knocks the ball loose. This game is over. Los Gatos wins our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game 38-21. Here is RJ Cannon talking about his defense shutting down the run game.
You know, we watched a lot of film, practiced really hard this week, and our main focus was to keep contain on him. And I think we did that, and I'm proud of us as a defense, definitely.
What can we expect from you guys?
State.
In Los Gatos with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Aubrey Tolliver, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Back to the hardwood as James Logan gets set to battle Berkeley. Set one, and those Colts are proving why they're the reigning Mission Valley League champs. Emma Tran bumps it over to Mackenzie Anderson, and the junior delivers with the cross-court kill. Yellow Jackets respond, great dig by Liliana Sanger, and it leads to this kill by Laurel McGatling-Golier. She's only a freshman, but Logan would take set one as Leanne Jung feeds a pass in the middle and Chelsea Bramley spikes it down, 25-13 Colts. On the set two now, and the Colts keep their foot on the gas. Berkeley goes for the tip, but Kemi Adedeji has other plans. Then moments later, it's Kehlani Cruz with the bump, Jung with the set, and Adedeji goes up high and down hard. Colts take set two, 25-13. Third set, Berkeley showing no quit. Here's Ruby Silva setting up Sanger, who's able to find the hardwood for the kill. But it was all James Logan in this one. Jung feeds it in the middle, and Anderson winds and fires for the kill. 12 kills for Anderson. James Logan improves to 7-1 on the season, beating Berkeley 3-0.
The Menlo Flag football team is off to a fast start and looking really good. The girls talking with our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls flag football squad from Menlo. Make some noise! All right, great energy. So I'm going to start off with Allie Null. Allie has been carving up secondaries for the first two games, and we saw that against Aragon. Over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. You know, what's been clicking for this squad thus far?
I think just the team community as a whole, like we're all so close and we support each other so much. Every route matters. The blockers, the quarterbacks, I just trust everyone that they know what they're doing, and that just helps me run my route, and we can make the touchdowns happen.
Yeah, for sure. And you know who's doing it all when we covered Aragon? Ava Allen. She's only a sophomore. She had a pick 6 as a DB. She was throwing the pigskin. She also had a rushing touchdown. So Ava, you know, you're working with a great program here, but you also have the opportunity to work with a Super Bowl winning champion quarterback, and that's Steve Young. How cool is that experience for you?
I mean, it's been awesome just for him to take time out of his day to come teach us, and he just really helps with the community here. And, you know, like, there's obviously nobody else like that could give us that knowledge, so it's just been really great.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve Young, he is a mastermind when it comes to playing quarterback. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Mary Mahe. So, Mary, just, you know, talk about the team chemistry and what you guys do to keep each other in check come game day.
Yeah, so kind of like Ava and Ellie mentioned, our community here is really strong. Just being close to one another and being able to trust each other is important on and off the field. So I think that's why we play so well, and just being out there with each other, just trusting, so yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Now take us out with a break.
Coming up to the East Bay, we go for Newark Memorial and Tennyson.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Football Poll. The Newark Memorial Cougars traveling to Tennyson this week after an opening week win.
The Lancers and Cougars playing on Friday night.
It's Tennyson's home opener as the Lancers march onto the field to take on the Cougars. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Game is scoreless in the first half. Cougars to receive the punt, but it cannot be fielded properly off the fingertips of the Cougars and into the hands of the Lancers, which sets up great field position, and the Tennyson Lancers would capitalize. A few plays later, Luis Gonzalez III runs right up the middle to score the 1-yard TD, giving Tennyson a 7-0 lead. Second quarter now, and the Tennyson defense was in full effect tonight. D-lineman Rick Hannes breaks through the defense to force the fumble and recovers the ball. The big man said, "I'll do it myself." Later in the second, Cougars near midfield. Melosi Gaoteote rolling to his right and finds his man. Jacob Malaban in stride makes the catch for the huge gain to move the chains. A few plays later, Newark Memorial fumbles the snap, and flying in to jump on the ball is Julian Hernandez. The first half ends 7-0 Lancers. Late into the fourth quarter, Lancers still up 7-0. Cougars looking to convert a 4th and long, but the pass over the middle gets broken up by Lamont McDonald to force the turnover on downs. Lancers now just a few yards away from the end zone, and incoming to score is number 1 McDonald. The Lancers get it done on the ground and with lockdown defense to hold the Cougars scoreless in a 14-0 win.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Giselle Paydon from Branham. The Boise State commit is great in the classroom with a 3.95 GPA.
We call her Payday. Brought to you by Presentation High School. Presentation is thrilled to announce the relaunch of their Panther Pathways program, tailored for middle school girls eager to explore their passions and develop new skills. The engaging series of free workshops offers a supportive and enriching environment perfect for future Panthers. Learn more or sign your middle schooler up today at presentationhs.org.
The California Army National Guard takes a look at athletes who are the best of the best and being recruited on a national level. This week's National Guard high flyer is Granada baseball star Jake Sakani, who has committed to playing next season at USC.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy play each week. This is a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Menlo Knights. Julia Kim diving, and it lands in no man's land on the other side of the court. The Knights very happy about that point. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion play of the week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital. Explain the importance of waiting to buy something until your teen can afford it. Check to see if your credit union or bank has a digital platform with personalized dashboards that track savings toward a goal or estimates regular transfers from checking to savings accounts.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. This is a play we thought was the best from all of the games this week.
Here's a little segment we call the Play of the Week.
We start off with Christopher's Jackson Robinson. Action Jackson with the hurdle and the dive for the touchdown. Let's go to the hardwood now for University's Demisha Walls leaping up high for the block. Here's Kingston Kiananaya from St. Francis channeling his inner beast mode all the way for the touchdown. Kingston also breaking the school record for the most rushing yards in a single game. Let's head to Southway now for Liberty's Chris Joe. Look at Chris diving to make a spectacular catch, but the play of the week has to go to Bishop O'Dowd's Ian Garrick with this catch. Oh my goodness, one more time. Ian Garrick, you just won the play of the week. Woo!
That's the play of the week. I didn't throw it. The janitor got mad at me last week. And that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week. We'll have the story of Marco Jones, the San Ramon Valley football star, and his battle overcoming epilepsy. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the players of the week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.